But tomorrow is, we all know that it's birthday of Christ. So the one birthday party in my memory, still I have that memory, is my grandmother's 70th birthday. My mom's mother. So traditionally in my country, when we have that kind of birthday, we have some really entertaining party that day. So we hire some entertainer and that he coordinating all the games or parties or dancing, music, that kind of thing. But for me, my grandma was a grandma who does not know how to sing or how to dance or how to enjoy that kind of thing. But that day, I'm really surprised that she was dancing whole day on her 70th birthday. So I was so shy and was so sorry to see that my grandma is dancing in front of the people, and she's wearing the traditional Korean dress and dancing all around, and I didn't know she can dance so many kinds of dance that day. So I keep pull down her into the sitting table or in the chair. Grandma, don't dance in before people. I'm so shy. Don't dance like that. So I tried to make her not to dance that day. But I still remember that. That's kind of really joyful and the greatest birthday in my memory. Today morning, I watched a TV that was a kind of Catholic Christmas worship service in South Korea. We have kind of a symbol Catholic chapel in the center of the capital city, and that place was a meaningful place for our people because of the Catholic Church did a lot of work against the dictatorship or the war or something like that. So Catholic Church protected the capital city's people in there. So that's kind of really meaningful place. So all the broadcast company came into that service and they did live streaming through the YouTube video to the site. So I watched that. It was really great, and I saw lots of people were there, and lots of young and old people, and everyone gathered together, and they really worshipped our Christ who birthed in this season. But I was so sad at the same time. If you see the YouTube live, there is a chat room just right after the video. So people can instantly join into the chat while they are watching the video together. But in that section, all the prayers are coming up, like give some peace, because probably South Korea is chaos now, so give a peace, or all the political issues are coming up, and like for example, Republican Party people blames Democratic, and Democratic people blames Republicans. So I cannot understand why they come to this live stream video and why they blame each other in the Jesus worship service there. So I was so sad at that time. I think if we forget this is the birthday of Jesus Christ, we probably have another purpose in this season. Maybe we can ask a lot of prayer wishes to Jesus through this day, or maybe we can just forget about whom should be celebrated and whom should be worshipped in this day. So I hope today, through these 3 lessons and carols, and through the lighting the candle service, and through this Christmas Eve service, I know it's a really late time, maybe tired, but I hope we can enjoy and we can rejoice this birth of Christ here. Even though we are sad, even though we are in sorrow, even though we have a lot of concerns, this time, just for this time, I hope we can enjoy and rejoice to celebrate our Christ's birthday. Amen. Now, Lesson is from John chapter 1, verse 1 to 14. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through Him all things were made. Without Him nothing was made that has been made. In Him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. There came a man who was sent from God. His name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all men might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. The true light that gives light to every man was coming into the world. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet, to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. The second lesson is from Luke chapter 2, verses 1 to 7. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria. And everyone went to his own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pleased to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloth and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was distressed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Christ was to be born. "In Bethlehem in Judea," they replied, "for this is what the prophet was written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, are by no means least among the rulers of Judea. For out of you will come a ruler who will be the shepherd of my people Israel." Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and make a careful search for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me so that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and of incense and of myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night and left for Egypt.